Hello people, today we're going to do some data analysis and explore the balance of the League of Legends ARAM game mode. To ensure we're all on the same page here, ARAM is a game mode where two teams compete against each other and each person on each team is assigned a random champion. Now, I will personally argue that if one team starts with a set of champions that is considerably stronger than the other team, then the game is neither fun nor fair, and since Riot so generously makes a lot of the game data available to the public, I decided to do a little investigation of this potential issue. And just to give credit, the inspiration for this came from seeing a Reddit post a while ago where someone trained a neural network to predict the winning team based on just the champion assignments. And if you can predict the winning team with good accuracy, based on no more data than the starting champions, then it is effectively a proof by contradiction that the starting assignments are not well balanced. If the winning teams were balanced, then we do no better than a coin flip trying to predict the winning side. So let's investigate. To do this, we first need some recent data. The code and dataset used here will be available on my GitHub, linked in the comments below, so I'll just give you the brief overview of what we're doing. First, we start with a player or list of players that we know have played ARAM recently. Then, for each player, we get their latest matches. Any new players we find, we add to the list. Any new matches we find, we write out to a file. And, well, running this, it outputs files that look something like this. Note, of course, we want to make sure that all the games come from the latest patch. So we cut off the games at 7 days and only take games from the last week. Now the output looks something like this. We get a training and a test set. In the set here, we are outputting the champion IDs on team 1, the champion IDs on team 2, and the result of the game. Note that we are not taking the player's rating or anything else into account. So this is merely establishing a lower bound on our ability to predict the winning team. Next step is to analyze the data. This, of course, is what we came here for. The first approach we'll attempt is a simple Bayesian model, where we naively multiply out the win rates of each champion on both teams, and we just guess that the team with the highest probability will win. Then we compare this guess against the actual winning team across the entire sample, and derive the ratio of games that we guess correctly. So to begin with, we need to calculate the win rate of each champion. This, of course, is simply done by taking the total number of games won and dividing by the total number of games the champion was present in. Note that we calculate this on the training data set. And now let's see what that's looked like. Running this, we see that the top win rate champions, let me find you, is Sona with 65% win, 6, Maokai, Swain, Teemo, Kog'Maw, Misfortune. I think we can convince ourselves that those indeed look better than your average hero in ARAM. And in the bottom we got LeBlanc, Evelynn, Lee Sin, Rek'Sai, Ryze, and we can probably convince ourselves that those are indeed fairly weak champions in ARAM. So our data passes our quick sanity check here. Now let's look at the predictions. And the way we arrive at the predictions, as mentioned earlier, is we simply multiply out every win rate for both champions. Then we compare against each other and we say, well, the team with the higher win rate is likely going to win. How does that compare against the actual guess? We do a little normalizing of the win rates to do a pretty console print. And then we just have a running tally of the accuracy. And it looks something like this. And here we see teams squaring up. We see the average win rate, and the accuracy we are running with seems to very consistently have settled on about 66.7%. So what does that mean? It means that with just our simple model here, we're able to clearly demonstrate that ARAM champion assignments are imbalanced, and at least 1 in every 6 games would have had a different outcome had the starting conditions been balanced. Also note that this is a simple lower bound, a better model, and more data such as the player's rating might be able to further increase the accuracy of our predictions. And, well, perhaps saying that ARAM is broken is a little strong language, but I do believe it could be massively improved, basically overnight, with a simple change to the starting champions. And maybe as an end note, I'd like to make it clear that I purposely left out a lot of bike shedding over solutions, such as dealing with rerolls. If there's a lot of interest, perhaps a follow-up video is in order. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment if you have any questions, or come by my stream and ask, and I'll try my best to get you an answer.